So I'd like to introduce you today to the pronouns I and en, and this information can be found in the red book on page 156, also in Blanc, the white book, page 282, if you'd like to look at those pages for more information or exercises. So starting with the pronoun I, which for the most part can be translated as there. So it replaces the names of places that are introduced by prepositions of place. Which ones are prepositions of place? A, on, dans, chez, sur, sous, and so on. All of those indicate a place. And so if you see any of those prepositions, you know that you can replace those prepositions and the place name that follows with the pronoun I. Also, don't forget about contractions with a. So you might see o and aux, the plural form, and those could also be replaced with the pronoun I. So here are some examples. Tu vas souvent à la plage? J'y vais souvent. So à la plage, to the beach, we can replace with I. So in English it might be, do you go often to the beach? Yes, I go there often. Tu vas au club de sport? Au club de sport? Non, je n'y vais pas. So au club de sport, preposition and a place can be replaced with I. And in this case, it's a negative sentence, je n'y vais pas. So notice the placement of I in the negative sentence. Tu vas chez ton copain, your friend's house. J'y vais ce soir. I'm going there this evening. Ta raquette est dans ta chambre. Oui, L-I-A. So dans ta chambre, in your room. Yes, it's there. So elle referring to la raquette. I referring to dans ta chambre, meaning yes, it is there. Tu es allé en France? Oui, j'y suis allé. Have you been to France? En France is the preposition that would come before the country France. So oui, j'y suis allé. Yes, I've been there. Now, it's probably more important for you when you're just starting off to pay attention to some common expressions with I. If you can start to use those, then you'll start to feel more comfortable with other ways that you could use the preposition I, and you can start coming up with some of your own sentences. But you'll hear these very common: on y va, shall we go? Vas-y, or allez-y, go on, go ahead. Vas-y would be informal, allez-y would be formal. So if you're standing in line and you want to tell someone go ahead, you can go in front of me. You might tell them allez-y. And then allons-y would be let's go, so it's imperative form here. And so if you're cheering for your team, you might want to tell them allons-y. Moving on to the pronoun en, which can be translated as some or any. So this would be used to replace du, de la, de apostrophe, de, des, the plus a noun, and anything that follows. So some examples: tu veux des frites? Merci, j'en veux bien. So des frites is replaced with en. Yes, I'd like some. J'en veux bien. Tu prends de l'eau minérale? Non, je n'en prends pas. So de l'eau minérale can be replaced with en. No, I'm not having some or any. Tu fais du jogging? Oui, j'en fais. You do some jogging. Yeah, I do some jogging, referring to do jogging. On a acheté des croissants? Oui, on a acheté. Yes, we have bought some, referring to des croissants. Tu viens de la pharmacie? Oui, j'en viens. I'm coming from de la pharmacie. I'm coming from there. So notice that is a place, but we're using de la, so we can replace de la pharmacie with on. Tu as besoin de ton stylo? Non, je n'en ai pas besoin. De ton stylo is de plus a noun. Ton stylo. Non, je n'en ai pas besoin. I don't need it, referring to de ton stylo. Other uses of en can also be used with il y a. For example, est-ce qu'il y a des pommes? Oui, il y en a. Non, il n'y en a pas. So this is a good phrase to learn. Oops. This is a good phrase to learn. Yes, there are some. Oui, il y en a. No, there aren't any. Non, il n'y en a pas. And that's another one that you can start working into conversations. It's a set phrase if you're asking, are there some anything that you want to say, des pommes, des stylos, des crayons, whatever. You can say oui, il y en a, non, il n'y en a pas. Also pay attention here to when there's un or une before the noun. Tu as une guitare? Oui, j'en ai une. So j'en ai une means yes, I have one of them, meaning une guitare. Same thing with a noun introduced by a number. Moi, j'ai deux frères et toi? Moi, j'en ai trois. I have three of them, referring to frères, brothers. Like I said, it's more important at this point to recognize what e and en mean if you encounter it in a sentence. Maybe you can start to use some set phrases that you've learned, and then over time, after you get used to how it's used, you can start making some original sentences using the pronouns e and en.